We've been talking a lot about Elon Musk's AI chatbot Grok and the hot water they've been in over the flood of these non-consensual, sexualized deep fakes that it's been generating. Well, now it looks like X is taking some steps to try to restrict Grok. If you look on X right now, it says you must be a paying customer to get the image generation reply bot. But if you go to Grok's standalone app or website or maybe even like the X tab, it seems like people can still use AI to do the same type of stuff. So joining us now is NBC News tech and cybersecurity reporter Kevin Collier, who has been all over this. Kevin, I did what I do anytime we cover AI. I turn to the AI that is in question and I ask it some questions. And just a little bit ago, I asked Grok what was different about how it was generating these non-consensual images. And ironically, it cites your report, NBCnews.com, and it's talking about the controversy. It says that it's restricted the capabilities, but it also admitted, problematic generations persist, according to Grok. Are they close to fixing it here?
Man, that is funny that it said that. Yes, to a degree, the actual output, anecdotally, as we have seen, is lessened because it's fewer people that are able to access this particular feature that kind of nudifies or near nudifies people. But it's definitely still active. And I think it's also kind of how you want to frame it. Some critics, for instance, Senator Ron Wyden of Oregon, say, look, if you just move this basically behind a paywall, paying users can still do this. You are not stopping it. You are just directly profiting from it more. The European Commission, UK's Ofcom, these international regulators who have been all over criticism here and then investigations here and then telling X that this is not abide by our country's laws, both of them have said that this change does not fundamentally affect their investigations. Their concerns are still as the same as they were.
Yeah, it does seem like we're seeing a lot of countries put pressure on X. But what's the word here in the United States? Isn't this what the whole Take It Down Act was supposed to be meant for? I know this is a very specific, edge case, but it would seem as though this applies, right?
Yeah, the Take It Down Act is a pretty revolutionary, they call it revenge porn or non-consensual porn law, passed last year. And people behind it, for instance, Texas Senator Ted Cruz, for instance, have said, no, what X is doing is in violation of this law. But really, there's two major components to it. One, last year, it effectively criminalized AI-generated non-consensual sexualized images, revenge porn of real people. But then secondly, there's this mechanism where tech companies are supposed to be able to respond very rapidly to people saying, hey, I'm being victimized here, take it down. That mechanism, they don't legally have to kind of implement it until May of this year. So we may be talking about something very different in a few months, or if this phenomenon had happened a few months later. But at this moment, it's a little bit more of a free-for-all area.
Yeah, and Kevin, I wanted to ask something else we've been seeing users now do is they're posting about losing their check marks or premium status or demonetization. One notable person, Ashley St. Clair, who we were talking to earlier this week, and she was getting dragged through all of this with obscene images being generated of her. What's the latest there?
I mean, there's maybe this ironic thing, right, where only premium users, paid users, are allowed to continue to make these images, and her status has been taken away. And so I guess she can't make them anymore. I'm unaware of anybody else who's had that kind of effect to them, but you may recall a while back, other kind of critics of Musk or kind of people he has perceived as enemies have lost their either X accounts or lost their premium status. For instance, the New York Times journalists a year and a half ago or so, suddenly we're not able to use the site. I think one other interesting thing here that I want to highlight is that there's a lot of controversy over Apple and Google continuing to allow the X app and the Grok app, which is surging. They're extremely popular. You look at the App Store, I've looked at it all day. Grok app has been around number 3 or number 5 for much of the day, most popular downloaded free app. Revenge porn, non-consensual sexualized images, those are all against these companies' terms of service. They made a big show in 2024 about banning apps that do that, and yet they have been totally silent. I've been asking them every day since Tuesday. I've asked them, I think, 5 times each. Does this violate your terms of service? Can you make a statement to how to clarify this? Total silence. And they do respond on things like this in the past. So I think it's a very maybe strategic or at least notable silence that they're just not touching this, or at least have not yet.
Yeah, pretty telling. Hopefully we get some answers soon. Kevin Collier, thank you so much. Amazing reporting.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.